Hey, it's Dr. Amanda with StraightSmile Solutions, StraightSmileSolutions.com. And today we're going to go over this topic that happens quite often where a patient tells you, you get to the end of treatment and you don't think the patient's done. And you're like, oh, well, patient seems like they're done. Patient thinks they're done. Ah, when do I get these off? I love it. It looks super good. And you're like, I see like 6 things wrong. What do you do? Do you just go with it? Do you point the things out? Do you say, no, sorry, can't get them off? Well, ultimately, this depends on a few things. For me, if the child is under 18, well, we make it perfect, unless the parents tell me they're done and the child tells me they're done. Okay. And then we reevaluate that. That's nuts. But anyone over 18, they have rights. So if they're like, oh, doc, I'm super done. When can I get these off? When can I be done with this? And I see a bunch of things wrong. Well, then I'm going to say, hey, ultimately, this is your choice. But let me point out the things that I see. They may not even be important to you, but let me explain the risk, benefits, and alternatives of leaving them. And in my mind, like, sure, if I leave a little tooth rotated or there's a little black triangle, all right, it's not a big deal. I don't really care about that. If they don't care, I don't care. Of course, I'm going to document it and grab their signature, of course, but some things that I wouldn't leave. I remember it's a whole do no harm thing. So only we know if harm's going to be done, right? And if and when there was ever a complaint later, you got to think, what would other orthodontists say if they saw this case and how it finished? And if there was a complaint, who would they side with? If it seems something dumb, like you made a bad decision, then they're going to side with the patient. So let's say, for example, I'll give some hypothetical examples of things I see all the time. Teeth finished totally straight, but the left side has almost no occlusion, but the right side has occlusion. Just made a posterior open bite on one side. Patient's like, I don't care. I'm cool. I don't mind. My teeth look straight. Would I let that go? No. I'd say, sorry. I look, patient, I need to be able to sleep well at night. I just can't in good conscience or in good faith let you finish treatment like this because I know what's going to happen, long down the road, and I'm going to feel terrible. So, let me have another couple of minors. Let me fix this up for you. Okay. It's not going to cost you anymore. I need to do it, because I know it's the right thing to do. And 99 times out of 100, they're going to say, okay. If they really insist, all right, fine. I'm going to write down all the disclaimers saying it's almost like leaving a hospital against medical advice. I recommended that you don't get it, that we continue. You're refusing, basically. Okay, fine. What else? But yeah. The other reason, something that I maybe wouldn't accept would be like if there was like anterior interference or hitting heavy, like on an incisal edge or something where I knew there'd be attrition or abractions. No, we're not leaving that either. But if the bite is good and the bite is solid bilaterally, we've got good contacts, no perio traps, maybe just a couple crooked teeth or a black triangle, you're fine. So yeah, should you point out the flaws? Yeah, you should. You absolutely should point them out. I just say, hey, look, I'm super picky. I'm a dentist. That's just how I am. I'm going to point out the things I see. I'm going to point out the stuff that I think really has to be fixed and the stuff that could be fixed. And then you decide which ones you want fixed, and we'll tell you about how much longer it's going to be. So yeah, definitely should do it. Definitely should definitely document those conversations 100%, because if you didn't document it, right, it didn't happen. So, because I'm telling you, if you just happened to me so many times where I was like, yeah, we were cool. We had a great conversation about it, didn't document it. And then later they're like, oh, I never said that. And they're like, you didn't finish my teeth. You left this all crooked. I went to this other orthodontist and they said, oh, you did a bad job. And now you're screwed because you didn't document that conversation that you totally had. Guess what? You get to retreat for free. And if you don't have revisions refinements left and it's 5 years down the road, guess who's eating that lab fee? You are. So that's why you do it this way. All right. Thanks so much.